Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today with a review for R&B Divas LA Season 2, The Reunion Part 1. Real quick video, you guys, because the show, I was not really all that enthused by it. Were you? I felt like it was a waste of time, and I don't feel like it was productive. I don't feel like I got any answers. Everybody was just in such a old funky foul, mood that, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna do just a little bit off the top of everything because that's what I felt like they did. Talk about a little bit of everything and then let y'all just whatever you want to say in the comments, okay? So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so first off, everybody's look. Everybody looked eclectic. I just don't even really know what other word to use, okay? Michelle A looked like a singer in a lounge on a cruise ship with that shimmery dress. I thought Little Mo looked cute. I'm a sucker for real girly, kind of flirty, short, flared, ruffly things. So I thought Little Mo's dress was the cutest. Chrisette Michelle, I can't remember what she had on, but this hair, the braids, they were so massive and humongous, and then this bobble thingamajig hanging down in the middle of her head. I know you guys must feel exactly the same way about my bang that I felt about that fucking thing hanging in the middle of her head. I was like, what is it? Is it a damn earring? It looked like a skull. It didn't move. I was like, is it glued to her forehead? I couldn't get with it. It was too big and too distracting. So, whatever. Shantae, more surprisingly, she is the only one that, she's the one that looked a mess pretty much all season and then came to the reunion, and I liked her look. I was like, thank God she just did, just a regular straight weave with a part down the middle. Fine, fine, fine. Can't even remember what Leela James had on. And, and I thought Claudette looked really nice as well. Loved her hair, loved her outfit. Yeah, everybody. But as a whole, wasn't all that impressed with what anybody had on. Wendy Williams is always going to be Wendy Williams. Shit, big titties, in her dress. Getting just straight to it. Okay, everything that they talked about was met with some sort of attitude from somebody. And that's what kind of annoyed me with the show. It was just like everybody was so in their feelings so hard that nothing was resolved. Nothing was even talked about. Let's talk about first this I Know Right song. Okay, so we already done been through it. It was a contract. It was a release, whatever it was. Shantae wanted the girls to sing on the song. She didn't see where it was that they thought that they were singing back up. I mean, we done been through all of that before. Chrisette jumps in while Shantae is trying to explain about this release and says, no, it was a contract and you wanted us to be on this song. And, I even offered some of my musical talents. She wrote whatever and put it on the song. Shantae didn't end up using anybody's because nobody signed the release contract, whatever. Okay, the song is out. Did any of you guys buy it? Okay, any of you hardcore Shantae fans have been just, pleading her case the whole damn season. It was just shade being thrown all over the place. Shantae said, she's been in this music business and, shit moves really fast and maybe they just couldn't keep up. And Chrisette was like, honey, I have no problem keeping up with anybody, okay? I've been called in to work with Jay-Z and Nas. Yes, she was throwing names and I was there for it. She was like, I've worked with them and it had to come up with something in an hour or two. So it's nothing that I'm not used to. And it was funny because Shantae couldn't go back at that because the girl has done these things, all right? The other ones maybe not so much, but, or maybe not so much recently. Maybe they have in the past, but, so it was already obvious that Shantae and Chrisette was going to be at each other's neck the whole time. Or what I should say is that Shantae was going to be funky and Chrisette was going to be at her neck the whole time because Chrisette was at her 100% the whole time, never giving, backing down. And that's kind of what annoyed me about it. I don't know if Chrisette needs to be back on the show. Only because, like I said about all the time, I always say about reality shows, it just shows a side of a person that maybe you just didn't want to see. Okay, and if you want to remain just the musical fan, then, that cattiness that Chrisette had with Shantae Moore, even though Shantae gets on my nerves, it made Chrisette look bad. That kind of started off everything a little bit funky. They did start talking about Michelle A's suicide attempt. That was kind of what we talked about the last reunion for, season 1 with Michelle A. I don't like the way none of the things was closed on the show. Nothing was followed up on the show, okay? We didn't really find out more about her suicide attempt, her music things that she's doing with her music. We didn't know if she ever did hook up with the guy. I guess she didn't hook up with homeboy from Don Cornelius' son, but it's just like, didn't he feel like everything, none of the, they didn't tie up any loose ends? Like, it just felt like anytime something new came up, they just went with that. And whatever happened in the past, we didn't find out anything else about. So, you know, they talk about her suicide attempt, talked about her kids and whether or not they knew about her suicide attempt. And she was like, yeah, I mean, my kids know what's going on in my life. They don't just find out on TV. I don't know where Wendy got that from. And then they start up a little bit about Dr. Dre and Suge Knight and everything. I was just like, nobody feel like hearing about that again. I mean, we already know Dr. Dre beat her ass and he don't care nothing about her. And Suge Knight was emotionally abusive to her and he don't care about nothing, you know, nothing about her too much anymore either. You know, so it's just like, why are we bringing that? Anyway, dating a diva. They talked about, you know, Shantae's man, Roy, and how happy she is with him and the fact that he lives in New Orleans and she's in Los Angeles. I was like, girl, she loves the little long distance relationship, you know, so that when she wants to see him, she can see him. And when she don't have to see him, she don't have to. Okay. I know plenty of people that feel that way about their long distance relationships too. So I don't know how long they last, but you know, if it works for you, then fine. I ain't even mad. They talked about Mo's man. Funny that they never showed him at all on the show. I think it is because that was just too much of a mess. They did not need to, you know, put Mo out there like that, you know, because Mo seems to be quite, what is the word? She is very, very, she is smitten with the guy. Kind of shows her ass with him. So yeah, I thought he was going to be on the season this year, but he wasn't on at all. She said that she loves him. They're engaged. You know, he's a boxer, whatever. Okay, she seems to be happy. Y'all don't even feel like doing this video. I'm sorry. I know when y'all be like, well, what you doing it for? You say you don't feel like it. Because y'all keep asking me. That's why. Leela says she's been married and divorced. So no, she's not in no relationship right now. She's single. Michelle A is single. Like I said, didn't get together with Tony. I just feel so bad that was a missed opportunity. I felt something there, y'all. Didn't you? And Claudette says she's single. And Wendy was trying to pin her down to when's the last time that she been on a date and when's the last time she had sex. I was like, oh my God. And poor Claudette, she didn't want to say that she just fucked somebody a couple of days before, because then it would have to be that she was fucking and not being in no relationship. Claudette, girl, you could have came out and said what you did. It's all good. They talk about Mo and Philip and the divorce and, you know, how the kids didn't like him and how, you know, happier she is with this guy. And you know, there was a rumor of her being pregnant. I had not heard that rumor, but however, I don't follow Lil Mo on Instagram or Twitter or anything, so I don't know anything about it. But that's what the rumor was that Wendy said. I felt like Wendy was pulling shit out of her ass today. And she said no, she's not pregnant. Did she say her tubes was tied? I don't know, but she said she wasn't pregnant. Okay, then they have a little thing with Funky Deneva. That was fine. Then Wendy brought up the fact that Shantae Moore is a mean girl. Okay, she treats the girls pretty bad. This was the part where I was really hoping that we would kind of find out a little bit of something, and we almost did, because Leela did come out and say, you know, the problem is that Shantae Moore changes. Like when she's in front of the camera, she's one way, and when she's not away from the when she's away from the camera, she's another way. Or she even changes even in front of the camera. Sometimes she's great with the girls and other times she's not. You know, Leela said that there were some times that she was really mean to her and rude to her. Off camera, she's rude to the staff. And Shantae Moore just didn't see it that way. They started talking about the fact that Shantae Moore had a security guard there, which was just so over the top divified. I was just like, why does she have security there? Does TV One not, provide security for the girls? I mean, just for the TV show, just the fact that they're on this reunion, you would feel like maybe they might have a couple of people there anyway. But yeah, the security guard, you guys, was ridiculous, and that would have got on my fucking nerves too. Okay, so the girls was already put off with the fact that, you know, Shantae has to have this security guard there. You know, even though the girls have threatened her. I mean, we all know Mo says things, but she's not gonna do it. I mean, like, I don't never feel like Lil Mo's gonna do it. I know people that go off and do all of that and just ain't gonna crush a grape. I don't think that was necessary, and it just kind of showed that Shantae was doing the most. I don't even know if she was trying to get on the girls' nerves or whatever, but whenever they would ask her why she did the things that she did, they wouldn't let her talk. Like, they kept interrupting her. That is like one of my pet peeves. I hate when people interrupt. If you're going to argue and cuss and fuss and tell her off and want to be putting her in her place and everything, give her a chance to explain. Even Miss Chalet said, let her say what she going to say. I want to hear it. Never got the chance. Shantae Moore never got the chance to explain her stupid self, okay? I really feel like Shantae Moore, I still just feel like, you know, she is, I won't say she's stupid, but Shantae Moore is manipulative, okay? And she knows how to play the game. She's an older girl. These other girls be in their emotions. They're younger and they don't know, okay? Chrisette, like I said, she don't need to be on the show. She gonna be doing all of this, okay? Because it's not a good look, okay? You need to be able to rein in and control your emotions, okay? And allow somebody else to express their side. So that's like, I don't like, and I like Chrisette Michele. I follow her on YouTube. I like her channel and everything. But this other side of her is not a good look. Not a good look. I just have a feeling that Shantae just feels like she's above the shit. She's above the bullshit, okay? And while being above the bullshit, I feel like she feels like she's above these girls as well. Even Chrisette Michele, not on a career level, just on as a woman level. She feels like she's above them. And maybe she, you know, in her world, maybe she is. I don't even know. You guys, you know what? I don't even care because I just am just disappointed the way this show ended. I don't think that out of all of the good little, you know, positive or, you know, good storylines that they could have had, for them to end on this shit is just like disappointing. So I don't know, y'all. I don't feel like it. I don't even feel like it. Whatever I missed, y'all just talk about it in the comments below, okay? Whatever you want to say about anybody on the show, you guys can just have the comments. I'm going to let you do the review, okay? Even though I talked for like 13 minutes, all right? All right, you guys, so that's it. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar, all right? All right, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.